Wow, smoke. Yeah. No.
Who do you smoke,
Oh,
Danny?
boy.
Who do you smoke?
Smoking on that Derek Chauvin pack. You feel me?
Yeah, see, now, Terrence, that was a segue.
Fuck off, bro. Fuck you for shitting on my segue, or fuck you for not being available for a coffee house night.
Listen,
Me and you got to scrap.
my bad, bro. I'm doing stuff, but yeah, I was just watching a video on some guy chugging a Nesquik chocolate milk.
Oh yeah, that is this Friday, isn't it?
Yeah, the coffee house night. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, if
Yeah,
you don't go to our school, then you don't know what we're talking about. But well, even if you do go to our school, you probably don't know what we're talking about. But
Yeah.
but yeah. Welcome to another episode of the Last Podcast. My name is Brooks.
My name is Terrence.
Is Carson here?
And it's just the two of us today, actually.
And Daniel.
And
Wow,
it's just
crazy.
the three of us today here.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
what's my name again? Carson. Yeah, Carson.
So it's just the three of us today.
Yeah.
Yeah, hear something?
Nah.
I hear
Hold up,
you.
hold up. Who do you think you are first, though?
Ooh.
Knock Derek Chauvin, cause I'm free, baby.
All right.
Yo,
Um,
that is true though.
yeah, but before we get this podcast started, I do want to make a little bit of an announcement. In our description, you will see a link to our new Discord. So we have a new Discord server. It's gonna be a place where if you wanna listen to our let's say you know what, I kind of like this topic. I kind of like a topic. I want them to talk about it. Well, you can make that suggestion in the Discord channel. And also, it's like maybe I wanna express my opinion for this topic. Like, oh, okay, you could come in for a nice, a nice little chunk of the podcast, probably 5-10 minutes maybe, depends on how I feel. And you can, you can state your case on whatever topic that we're talking about for that podcast episode. And you can also just talk to people about different things. So you can debate about things. You can share memes. You can have conversations with people who listen to the podcast and have mutual interests. So if you think that's something that you want to be a part of and be a part of the community that we're trying to build here, then you can go ahead and join the Discord channel. The link will be in the description. And yeah, and also if you're listening on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share, etc. Listen to any other podcast platform. You can do the same and share with your friends, your family. Listen to the podcast 2 times if you need to. And yeah.
Part of the community, people.
Support the community.
Just have fun.
Yeah.
You know who's not a part of the community though?
Who's not part of the community?
Derek Chauvin.
Sure he is. He's part of the prison community.
I don't think he's part. He's not. I don't think he's no longer a tax-paying civilian in his country.
Yeah.
What? All right.
All
right. But before I go to jail, I need to know what rights.
Before you go to jail.
What?
When people go to jail, what rights are taken away from them? I need to look this up.
I know. Man, I forgot. Because I had a class on this too. Some stuff with jobs. Depending on, there's some things with proximity with schools and etc.
That's depending on your charges, though, right? Or is that just the base thing?
Yeah, it depends on what you're convicted for. Yeah, there's certain places you can't work, and even certain places that you can work, they won't accept you because of your charge.
Staying on the record.
Right.
So yeah, they said though basically, you lose your right of privacy, of course, because they gotta check your cell and everything. You can't have certain things. They say you're free from discrimination while in prison, but we all know how
I
that
mean,
works out.
I'm gonna be real. That's probably true because they all treat you like shit.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about nobody in that damn stuff.
Unless you're in the 1950s and part of the mafia.
Yeah, so you got
Um,
connection.
they are entitled to receive medical care. But if we have seen the Human Centipede, which is a true story,
Gee,
which was 100% nonfiction, you all know
imagine.
that,
Okay.
huh? Cruel and unusual. They have the right to be free. To be free under the Eighth Amendment, which is the inhumane treatment or anything that can be considered cruel or unusual punishments.
That's low key not true, but
Oh yeah, because technically,
that's what they say on paper. But
because the Eighth Amendment does not define what cruel and unusual means. So, but they do say that drawing and quartering, disembowelment, beheading, public dissection, and burning alive are out of question. So they cannot. So if you go to prison, you will not be beheaded. Let's go.
we don't even do that no
Oh
more. We
yeah,
just
you lose your right to vote. That's
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah, you do
cannot,
oh
lose your right to
yeah.
vote.
cannot vote. You can't own a firearm anymore.
Oh really?
Know that? Yeah.
Legally.
I would say yeah, legally because I somebody down the street.
Well, yeah, legally.
I, I promise you, the first one they had probably wasn't legal anyway.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No longer eligible for jury duty. Neither you or your spouse.
Oh really?
Actually, yeah.
Hmm. But yeah, the
But like, isn't jury duty like a required thing of all citizens though? So
Mm,
like,
not anymore,
to
afraid.
go to jury duty. Yeah, I think you have to go to jury duty. Or like if you don't go to
so
jury
like
duty, you
losing that doesn't really like. I don't think you really lose anything because it's more if you go to jury duty if you don't go to it, you get punished for it, fine, and if I guess miss again, they could like take you to court or some shit like that. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but like
yeah,
if you don't have to go to jury duty, it's not really like hurting you.
yeah,
Just you don't.
not completely sure. But yeah,
Base,
Yeah.
the
I
mo-
guess that kind of falls into like your right to vote. I guess technically, because it's like being a part of a jury is technically being a part of a vote in a sense. In a
True.
sense.
True.
No, I think the concept is more like, why would you have an indicted criminal on trial for a potential other criminal?
mm,
They would
Sure.
obviously try to sway everybody into thinking that that person is innocent.
gotcha,
I
Also,
mean,
gotcha.
not necessarily, but it's definitely a possibility.
yeah. Public social benefits. In certain states, not allowed to apply for federal or state grants. Live in
Dang.
public housing. Receive federal cash assistance.
Mm.
Food stamps. A bunch of things. As such.
Well, I guess the moral of the story is don't go to prison.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah,
If you can avoid
that's
it, please do.
yeah, and that's something that Derek Chauvin tried to avoid this week or the last 2 weeks with his case for murdering George Floyd. If you don't know, which I think you should know, George Floyd was he was a black man in Minneapolis, Minnesota, who was murdered by a group of policemen. The main one being Derek Chauvin, and the trial for he tried to defend the trial for George Floyd's murder was held and within over the past 2 weeks because today's date is April 22nd. I mean 21st, Wednesday, 2021. So it's been almost a year since the murder happened, and he is just now being convicted of murder.
Of those exact charges, murder.
Yeah,
Yep.
I for is
All
it was
guilty.
I forgot what degree. Was it?
Uh, let's let's get our
I
research
believe the first one
department
was
on
like
that.
unintentional third degree.
Mm. I'm looking up right now. So the jury found Chauvin, 45, guilty of all three charges: second degree in unintentional murder, third degree, and second degree. I mean, third degree murder and second degree manslaughter. He could face up to 40 years in prison for the second degree murder, but 25 years for third degree murder and up to 10 years for second degree manslaughter. So let's say if he gets those maximum sentences, 40 plus 25, that'll be 65 plus 10, 75 years. If he gets all three of those charges for maximum sentences. I think what? Hold up. So if you got third degree murder, you just don't go to prison for life.
Yeah, no, I think it was 40 years max.
I think it's pretty much the same for second degree too. It has to be first.
Okay, that's weird. I'm thinking so I can let me not say that.
Yeah, yeah.
No, you can't. Like, just don't even.
uh, but yeah, that's kind of crazy. I always thought that if you kill somebody, you go in jail for like life. Like that's your life right there. I mean, I
Nah,
mean,
you can honestly
Ah,
get out
No,
permanently.
there are degrees to even murder and some
yeah,
crimes.
yeah.
I think we strayed a little bit too far from the Hammurabi Code.
The what?
The Hammurabi Code, it's basically eye for an eye. Like, you know, if you kill if you steal my food, I chop your finger off.
Oh,
Mm, start doing that now.
Yeah, we should. I mean, I think honestly, the world would be a better place.
would it though?
I mean,
I don't think it'd be better.
I
It'd
mean,
be different.
if I know that I'm getting my finger chopped off if I steal from the corner store, instead of wasting my time in jail, like, oh, okay, I'll be out in a year or so, but like, nah, that's my whole finger right there. Like I can only do it 10 times. Shoot, not even 10 times because you need fingers to steal from the corner store.
So you could only do it about like 5.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. Cause you got like open the door. Yeah,
It's a cruel and unusual punishment though. Chop a finger for stealing a bag of chips at the corner store.
I mean, yeah, don't steal. It gets the message
Yeah,
across.
it's
But
not gonna stop people from stealing. It's gonna
I mean, yeah, that's true.
people
That's
gonna get more creative to not get caught.
yeah, but yeah, like take a running the race.
Okay.
F a beat. I
Yeah,
was
how
trying
do
to beat a
y'all? What do
case.
y'all?
But I beat that case, and
He
that's
did the
it.
race.
No, that's the end of his story. He ain't beat that
Yeah,
case. That's literally it.
yeah, yeah. So
Free
yeah,
free tech hack.
I don't know about that, but yeah.
He did the race.
How do you feel about the whole situation of this whole entire situation? What is your overall thoughts on this?
Think America couldn't escape this one this time. Think
I'm tired of hearing George Floyd's fucking name.
Mm.
but yeah, that's one. I'm glad this is over. But yeah, if he didn't get convicted, it's about to be something.
It was about to be Target Part 2,
Yeah,
cause
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not saying that from me saying that that's something I would personally do, cause that's what I would find fun. No, I just know my community well enough at
yeah.
this point.
yeah. Yeah, I see. I think yeah, it honestly took too long for this to actually happen.
Way too long.
Cause like, if they have video evidence, I don't think the video evidence should overrule everything. I mean, and then I guess in this case it did, but in many cases it hasn't. Um, but 'cause I know there's like a in let's look. I'm gonna compare this to chemistry because in chemistry or any scientific profession they say like oh you can say this, you can say this, but do you have any recording of it? Like oh no, I didn't get recording. Oh yeah, then it's not true. So I think yeah, it's like the video evidence that they have and it's spread online, it's like so into so many places. Automatically, that should overrule everything. Like they're like, oh, there's no debate. Like that happened. There's been multiple angles. They had a whole freaking film crew in there basically, and it took them
They
almost
caught him in 4K.
exactly literally, and it almost took them a year to convict him. Like that's all right.
You know this damn
I
country
don't.
and how to
Yeah,
do things, man.
Cause like
They
all right,
spare people like
cause like I could literally go outside and get arrested for nothing for an assumption or to fit a profile or for something else. But the man was free for almost a year until he finally got arrested and going to court. Something about
I don't
that doesn't seem
understand how you
right.
could look at that video and not like just see that he killed that man. Whatever, man.
I don't know if people who like who are the ones that make excuses for that situation. Like, do you think like they genuinely believe he did it, or and they just want to? I don't know why you would want to protect someone who just kills people like that, but like you just want to protect them, or do they? Are they just that ignorant to the point where they? It just shouldn't. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like you see someone just get shot on camera, clear as day, and then they'll not even shot. In this specific situation, we're talking about him having the knee on his neck, but like even like to the point of like where you see the body cam officer just like shoot a little girl for like for like no reason when you have like non-lethal weapons to de-escalate situations like that. But it's just like people will spectate it, see it all. And, like it doesn't matter where you come from or where you were born. It's like you should know what you just saw, and they just make excuses. Say, you're making a big deal out of it. You shouldn't say this. You shouldn't say that. Like it doesn't make sense to me.
Hmm.
It honestly upsets me. Like
It's a weird concept here in America. It's very yeah. I don't know. It's like we just gotta they gotta fix the entire system. They're not, but they have to. But like yeah, I don't know. But also, is it just me or like on Instagram over the past 2 weeks, like every day or really every other day, it just seems like things have escalated.
Yes.
Either
nothing's
things have
changed. It's even
escalated,
escalated, right?
like either things have escalated or things are just being exposed more.
True.
Like
Bro,
about like 2 weeks ago it was Dante Wright. A week ago, I forgot. I can't. I don't know his. Let me search up the name.
Cause
It was that 13-year-old Hispanic boy.
yeah.
They
bro,
got
back to
shot,
back deaths,
and
bro.
then just literally like
Like
yesterday or
literally yesterday, like
yeah
literally last night.
yesterday, 13-year-old
16 years
man.
old.
I need to
I
pull
think
up
his
her
name is
name.
Makai. I could literally just go through my I
His name
Micaiah
Brian.
something.
because I could literally go through
His
my
name
stories
Brian.
archive on Instagram. I can like let me see.
Like it's
Back
becoming
to back, bro.
it's a it's not even a trend at this point. It's like it's becoming a normalcy, and like we're at the point where we've seen this enough times, enough school shootings, enough police killings to like almost it's like no, it's not even almost. We expect it at this point, and it's like I'm just because like we have problems with it doesn't mean it's like it means how what am I trying to say? I'm saying that a part of me, okay, I can't speak for most other people. A part of me is getting used to it. Like I hate it with my
Hmm.
soul, but I'm getting used to it. Like I'm just expecting shit to happen like this every month. Now even like every week. It doesn't make sense like this. Shit like this shouldn't happen. Especially with the people who's supposed to be, protecting us and all that. They're like the ones you're supposed to call to when you're in danger. 50-year-old Makai, she was like getting attacked by like I believe a group of other girls, and she had a knife to protect herself. She was the one who
Yeah.
called the police, and they killed her. So I'm supposed to call the police, and then now what? They gonna come after me when I'm the one who needs help?
Hmm.
Like I don't like. Where are you truly safe in this world anymore? In America, as like a black man, black woman, black youth, the elderly, like it doesn't nowhere, bro. It's sad.
It's
It's
crazy.
so sad.
Cause like all right, I'm gonna go through my time a little bit. On April 20th, I mean yeah, April 20th. Shout out 420. I posted last night. I posted about Micaiah Bryant. Then on April April 17th, which is about 3 days earlier, I posted about this guy. You might have heard about the story about the 17-year-old who got shot in the bathroom. What was his name? Anthony Thompson Jr. in
Yeah.
Knoxville. I don't know where Knoxville is. I don't know what state that is. That was April. That was April 17th. Then on April 16th, Adam Toledo, the 13-year-old Hispanic kid who got shot by the police. Like literally, there was one day earlier than that. And then I posted something about Dante. Yeah, Dante Wright. That happened on April 12th. I posted two things on April 12th actually. Dante Wright and it was like this is this lady, this pregnant lady. She was like, this cop put her to the ground
Right, right,
and then
right.
the shot her like 5 times. Well, she said she yelled. She was like, "Stop! I'm pregnant!" Bang, 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 bang. I'm like,
She said that she thought it was a taser. After the first,
no,
after the
not that
first
one,
shot,
not that one.
oh,
That
oh, those are two different ones.
yeah, yeah,
You,
yeah,
you see,
yeah,
you
not that
see,
one.
at
Like,
this point,
yo,
like
listen,
not
he
that
didn't call
one.
anything out.
This one.
Listen, he was alone. It was like in some apartment complex, I think. He wrestled her down to the ground. She was on the ground. Like, of course she was kicking and screaming and stuff because she's a pregnant lady. She's probably in pain. She know nobody's around, and the cop is on her. He gets up. She yells, "Stop! I'm pregnant." 5 seconds pass. He had enough time to process this too. 5 seconds pass. He pulls out the gun and shoots 5 times. It was either 3 times or 5 times. That was April. That was April 12th. Then April 11th actually. And then on April this month, yeah, this is the last one I think. The most last recent one on April 10th when I posted the thing about when the cops arrested that guy and this soldier who was coming home with he had a new car. He was coming home. He has his dog in the car, and they pepper sprayed him for no reason and arrested him.
Insane.
So yeah,
Just
that's how the past 2 weeks have been. I don't know if it's a coincidence since the Derek Chauvin case started, but it's a constant what's it called? I forgot the word, but it's just a constant. I forgot the word. I forgot English. But yeah, you
Mm.
get the point.
the military lieutenant that got roughed up and
Right,
got
right, right.
like
Got pepper sprayed
it's
in the
becoming
face.
apparent. Yeah, like it doesn't matter what your rank is, who you are, where you come from, as long as
You want him to re-
you
you want him
connect.
to reach for ID and shit. And then you gonna pepper spray him when he's being complete compliant. Has his hands up like he's like as if he were a danger to you.
He's a
In
lieutenant.
in 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 military uniform too.
He ranks higher than you
Literally, shit. The cop not even in the military.
at all. He
Madness.
ranks higher than you. But yeah, but I saw this quote. It was like, when your skin is seen as a weapon, you're never gonna be seen as unarmed.
Hmm.
It's like, yeah,
Truth.
that's 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 how it is apparently. No matter if you have a weapon, if you don't, if you're poor, if you're rich, if you if you're a policeman, if you work in the industry with them, if you're their coworker, it does not matter. They can live on the same block as you. Like I forgot his name, but the guy that just went on his morning run, his jog
Hmm.
around
Yeah, yeah.
the block.
I think his name was Ahmed. Maybe I'm not sure.
Father and son came in. Yeah, bro. Like,
I heard it. I wanna quote somebody, and I believe it was Chris Cuomo who said this. Was that he's a reporter on CNN. What is it?
I don't know
I
exactly.
believe he said something along the lines of that
Police brutality won't
the like
stop
these
unless
like
his white
these
people
yeah
get
these
shot.
actions won't stop until it starts happening to white children or like the children of the people who are actually doing shit like this because at this point I wouldn't be surprised if they did that to like someone who was white too. Like it's obviously going to happen to minorities. It's never going to stop. But like until the day they mess up and it's like and they do the same. Maybe not even mess up. They've been messed up. Maybe we want to get to the point where they just stop caring about. They're not even going to see race. They're just going to see everything as a threat somehow. I don't know. Like I don't know how people like that work, but at the end of the day, it's just like Once they start doing that, then people are actually the people who can actually, make a true difference about this, the people who are like sitting in these positions where they can change the laws and the rules to, fix the police force. When that happens to someone they care about or someone they love, that's the only one that's gonna happen. And I 100% believe and agree with that.
Yeah.
It should ever get there? No.
No, it really shouldn't. But that's really what it's gonna take. But I mean, I'm not gonna act like it's solely like it's only minorities that have been getting killed. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like, I there have been a lot of and children too of other races that have been getting killed by police brutality and just gun violence in general. So I do
Yeah.
want to send my love, prayers out to all the families that lost somebody. You know,
So
these past few months.
rest in peace to all the souls, man.
Yeah, cause I think, cause I know a lot like the another mixed bag is like the whole gun situation in America. And I used to but I mean like it's like there's a Second Amendment right, like there's like you should be able to protect yourself, stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like gun honestly guns are the problem because like of course like there's in other countries that you can still be killed. Like I know there's like police brutality in like the UK where like people get beat with like clubs and stuff like that. But I'd rather get beat by a club than be shot in the head with a gun.
Like first off, assault
Yeah,
rifles and shit needs to be banned from the masses and the public. Like why?
guns should just be banned in general.
Listen,
Like they
the only
shouldn't
people
be
who should
At,
be have access to guns are military people, while they're on duty.
yeah,
Like
like dead ass. What does you as a normal citizen need with a 12 gauge shotgun, an assault rifle, AR-15? What do you need that for? If you're a
literally
law abiding citizen, at least like what the it's
the
like I get
you
the idea of wanting
protect
to protect
somebody's
yourself,
life,
but it's
man.
like it don't even need to. You don't need to get to the point of using weapons that people use in war. Like, what do you? Who are you going after?
literally
It makes no sense.
the only reason that people buy guns is so they can protect themselves from people who also have guns. But
Right.
if you get rid of the guns, if you take guns out of the equation, like they don't have to protect themselves against people with guns. Like okay, you can shank somebody, you can slice somebody, you can beat somebody with a club, but I mean you got a fighting chance. Texas Walker
It
Ranger
takes
or
a
something
lot
like
more work to kill you with a knife than a gun, bro.
word word, and
And
it's like
all it takes is one bullet.
word. I saw a video. I think I saw like a few days ago where this policeman was pulling over this guy on the highway. It was a white guy. He pulled over on the highway, and he's like, I see you have a firearm on you, in the car. Can you hand it over so just for my safety? So I'm thinking like, oh, he probably has like a pistol or something like that. This guy comes out of the other side of the car, the driver's side of the car, because the police is on the passenger side for some reason. I don't know why. Like honestly, police should always go to the driver's side. But the police come on passenger side, like, oh, I see you have a firearm. He comes around the car, opens the driver's side door. The man pulls out an entire assault rifle, sneaks around the car, and shoots the police officer like 5 times, and like literally like finishes him, shot in the head. And and drives off. The police is just laying there. Now the answer to that is not to like, oh, we should give police assault rifles out. No, no, that's not the answer to
Oh
that.
my
Because like
god,
that.
that would be that. Like, if we learn nothing, bro.
Like, oh, since our
Another,
citizens can have
yeah,
assault rifles now, let's give our policemen assault rifles and bazookas so they can shoot the cars if they're speeding. Like, no, that's sir, please, that's not how it goes. That's not how you de-escalate a situation.
for another 25th precinct is running around with drum clips and is
Exactly.
unloading
50
motors.
rounds and shit. Like, hell nah, bro.
Yeah, bro. Guns really should be illegal. Like think like, and I've talked to. I mentioned this before. I don't know if it was on the podcast, but why are things like brass knuckles
Illegal.
illegal and guns aren't?
It
You can't kill someone with brass knuckles.
I mean, well, you
it
can, but
really
it's
does.
very
Well,
it takes a lot more work to kill somebody with brass knuckles than a gun.
a
As you
lot.
said with a
It's
knife.
essentially a harder punch.
Yeah.
And
Like, just
punching with brass knuckles is gonna hurt you too. That's just how that works. And nunchucks are illegal too. Like Why?
Like anybody, not even anybody, just like 90% of the population knows how to use them properly. Like what?
And even people who do know how to use them properly, like nunchucks are a very unconventional weapon at that.
Extremely.
There's no point in using them if we're being real.
It's a worse bat.
Yeah, yeah.
It that's really all it is. Yeah, bro. Uh, and then I think it was Texas where they just said that you don't need a license to carry a weapon, carry
I'm
a
not sure.
firearm.
I'm not sure about that. But honestly, I wouldn't be
It was,
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
some state.
Yeah, I'm sure. Just weapons and like, see, like weapons to protect yourself. Like that's like I think you should have the right to protect yourself. Like with any weapon except for a gun or anything like that has like lethal force. Like that can be that has easy access to lethal force. Because anything could be lethal. Like I've seen John Wick do some stuff with a pencil, but like I don't know. Like of course like a knife can be lethal and all of that, but like a knife is a knife. Anything could be a knife. They make knives in prison out of freaking plastic forks and some saran wrap. I mean I wouldn't know that by in like a first hand experience, but like it is what it is.
I'm seeing quite a few states that allow you to carry without a permit or license
Carry what?
a firearm.
Wait, what? Isn't that the whole thing that or isn't that the whole reason why people or like a lot more people don't have guns is because you need to be registered and licensed and stuff like that?
I don't know if you.
Actually, hold up. No, you don't because
Okay,
hold nah,
and
cause I think if you're like a minor, you can just ask your parent for a gun. Cause I remember I used to watch like a lot of videos on YouTube, like people just like doing like target practice and stuff like that. And this guy he gave his son like a hunting rifle, like a I don't think it was 22 caliber. It might have been 13 caliber. It's like a small hunting rifle, like his first gun. And like, of course, you don't have to register a minor, but his father is registered gun owner and stuff like that. Like he just gave to his son, and his son just like he just like was like, hey, I want to come with you to go hunting or something, or go shoot some
Did you
guns.
know in Texas they were I don't know if they passed it yet, but at least I know they were pushing to pass a bill where you didn't have to be you didn't have to register your firearms, so you could have been walking around there with an AR or something, and then no papers, no nothing, no ID. You have it. Okay,
yeah, luckily it didn't go through.
I didn't
They
go
didn't
through.
have.
Thank God.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
Mm.
But why, like, why would they? Why? That would just be. I mean, hey, population control. That's the
Imagine.
that's the only thing, the only good thing that could come from it. Honestly, if I'm playing devil's advocate,
Yeah, I don't know what's people, man. It's just when there's a weapon, the first answer is okay. I need a better weapon instead
yeah.
of how about we just get the weapons. Like I'd much rather have a sword fight with a burglar than trying.
Oh, yo, that'd be kind of lit.
Yeah,
Right?
nobody fights anymore,
Like,
bro. It's just guns.
listen, man. Like, if you, it's like late at night, a guy in a ski mask coming inside your house, and then he's like, you see him, and like you turn on the lights and he's like, on guard, and he pulls out a sword, and y'all just start sword fighting in the living room. Whoever won keeps the house.
Better
To
be good at
imagine
what you do.
Yeah.
burglar throws ninja stars at your face for
Hey, the ninja, Mr. Miyagi,
real.
Master
But
Oogway.
yeah, man.
Wait, do they have? Hold up. I'm just thinking about this now. So, pandas come from China, but kung fu isn't kung fu a Japanese martial art?
Kung
Kung
Fu?
Fu.
Kung Fu is
Is Kung Fu a
Chinese.
Chinese martial art?
Kung Fu is Chinese.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Wait, let me see. Yeah, yeah, it is Kung. Okay, it is Chinese. So wait, what's the Japanese martial art? Is
Karate.
Japanese martial art? Japanese martial arts is okay. Judo. Yeah, I was thinking judo. My bad. 'Cause
Kung,
I was gonna ask why pose a panda if Kung Fu is Japanese, but Kung Fu is
Kung
Chinese.
Fu is not Japanese.
Yeah, that Kung Fu is Chinese.
Yeah.
Wushu. I look. You want to learn the judo or karate or
About to
one.
learn some Muay Thai.
Yeah, Muay Thai is.
Mm.
You
Got
see
some
the videos where like,
very.
people be breaking down banana trees, just be kicking it down,
Yeah.
become a Shaolin monk.
They still do have the temples and they still do train. It's still the thing.
Yeah, they do. But I know it's different because now they don't. They used to do it for purely war times, but now they just do it as like a lifestyle type of thing.
Yeah. And that's the thing when you think about all these like fighting styles. We're going way off topic, but thinking about all these fighting styles, it's like people really used all these things in war. Like
Yeah,
this was it,
as it
and it
should be.
wasn't just anybody could do it. Now it's everybody. Anybody could shoot a gun.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm.
Yeah, that is true. Like, yeah,
Anybody could shoot a gun.
man. If I can delete one thing from the history of the world, it would have to be gunpowder and guns. Cause what benefit does gunpowder have? What dynamite, fireworks? Come on, China. Why you had to invent that?
See, if it wasn't China, it would have been someone else. Don't worry.
True. I think we should have wars with BB guns. And if you get shot, then you just walk home.
Imagine paintball.
Limp, depending where you got hit.
Yeah. You know the thing where it's like where like the fake lightsaber battles, like if you hit an arm, then you can't use that arm. It should be
Yeah.
like that. And then then the referee comes on like in the middle of the battlefield, blows a whistle, and then like the losers he counts how many people are alive on each world, how many people are still up on each side. You're like, all right, this side, this country won. And the other people is like, oh man,
This paint,
Countries of
this
dirt.
a this a paintball war, but like on World War I type scale.
yeah,
That'd be hilarious.
That would never work. One
of course not,
country's
of
gonna
course
start putting needles in their BB gun
not. Yeah,
bullets,
and their Nerf guns, they can put the thumbtacks on.
where and the other one's gonna start using explosive bullets, and now the other ones,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
any
oh,
bullets got poison in it.
yeah. I don't have any more to say on this topic though.
Yeah, man. It's just
I guess
I have a whole lot of more things to say, but it's just like
it's
I'm not even
repetitive.
sure if I want to say it at this point.
Yeah, because we've talked about pretty much the general consensus of things, and I mean at the end of the day, the moral of the story is don't kill people. Just don't, if you listen to this podcast and you kill somebody, don't do it again. All right.
Another thing that goes into this prison reform needs to happen as well. That's a big one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Facts.
Because
Prisons should condemn people. It should rehabilitate people.
yeah, I'm not sure how it is in other countries, but American prison reform, most def, it's they just be it's not reform. Well, it's not reform anyway. First of all, that well, it's not to. Well, I'm trying to say prison in America is not to rehabilitate, but it's to what does it say?
Make sure you do it again
It's not to
because
rehabilitate.
it's a business.
Yeah. It's basically like I don't even know how to explain what even is prison in America? Because like
Uh, okay, you did something bad. Go live in a metal box
yeah,
with all the other bad people. And that's it.
if you
We're gonna
truly
give you something that I guess we could legally call food, and we're gonna just boss you around the whole fucking day. You only get an hour of actually seeing the outdoors. But other than that, just think about what you've done and die. Yeah, pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean like, cause even cause what, cause not even the beginning of the prison system was to rehabilitate prisoners. Like it's literally just been like this since the beginning of the prison system. Literally
Just
taking,
keep the bad people away from us.
yeah, like
They can't ever turn good.
literally taking,
I mean, that wasn't even the point of prison at first. It was just you lost this war.
yeah, that's what I'm
Now you
saying.
people work.
Yeah, like people they because I'm pretty sure the prison system, like the original prison system, not even in America, it just came from like war times or something like that, and like not because not even punishments. I'm pretty sure just like war times, like our tribe or whatever won, so we'll take you. You have to work for us now, and because you lost, you get nothing out of it.
Pretty much it.
And the fact that we still have that same mindset over the past thousands of years is like, are we really more evolved than the first humans, or the first civilization humans, civilized humans, if you can call that civilized.
It's the same concepts, just with a little sugar on it.
Same concept. I don't even think there's any sugar, to be honest. Like,
Well, it's sugar if you really. It's no sugar if you're really paying attention, but
cause like, cause honestly back then, I'm trying to think about how prison was back then. Was it honestly better? I don't think it was.
That's when you were in your 20s,
dang,
right?
were you in prison back then, bro? You got something to tell us?
What? That was when he was in his 20s. Remember?
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
try to remember. Cause maybe like that. All right, so they woke up in the cage. Then it was like, all right, get out there. We gotta pick the fruit, put it back in the basket. And if we didn't do it, then we'll get yelled at, we get punched and get punished or something like that.
They
And
made
then
you pick fruit.
yeah,
Sounds like
I was
slavery.
like, yeah, it's kind of sounding
Yeah, that I mean
some.
that's what happened though. White people they saw it and it was like,
This is
might
a
have
good
to
idea.
snap down.
let's like
I like that,
let's make prison, but for one specific type of people.
bro.
Let's do this. Jesus Christ, but yeah, prison, man. Like honestly, the amount of things that has to change for people, for us to live in an idealistic world is very unrealistic. Because I'm a big like you can think idealistically, but at the same time, like, you have to acknowledge the realism and everything, and you have to live realistically. Because if you don't live realistically, then you're like, oh, I can fly, jump off the house, then let's see what happens. You know,
Go ahead. What are you waiting for?
Word. And but yeah,
I feel like
yeah, it's unrealistic how much we have to change in order for the world to be pretty idealistic in the majority of our eyes, at least.
the world would be a lot better if we lived in like smaller tribes,
Smaller tribes.
Mm.
instead of big countries.
Um, I don't. I think there'll be more wars.
There would,
I think so.
but
Yeah,
at least in your little communities, you would get along with those people.
yeah. But I mean, like, cause then I, I don't know. I don't know. Cause like, all right, so in smaller communities instead of like bigger, more general governments. I think that's like what you're saying, right?
Yeah,
But like let's like if each state was its own country, like, and they all had their own rulers, like definite rulers, like nothing, nobody above them except for them.
uh, I guess you could say like more just like tribes, like we had our own like yeah, not like I'm gonna say like New Jersey's its own separate thing and Pennsylvania's its own separate thing because that's like
No, but like we can still interact with each other, but like you live in Jersey, this one lives in Pennsylvania. We're under two different rulers, or two different chiefs or whatever. If you're doing telling tribes.
I somewhat just like put the borders away,
Hmm.
like just
Facts.
put that out the window,
That's a
and then you just
that's a
do it.
war right there though.
Yes, it is, and I mean, eventually, like it's going to lead back to big countries because that's just how it works.
Yeah, because
That's how it's
you
going to
know
work.
two
But
tribes were like, oh, well, we're more powerful together. Let's do this, and then let's go attack the smaller tribe. Let's engulf them inside of our tribe. Next thing you know, we got America all over again.
yeah,
Imperialism.
but I mean, yeah,
I mean, of course, everything that led up to today was inevitable because it already happened. And if I don't think much would change just because of the way humans are and the way that things just turn out. Just bigger is better, etc., etc. So I'm not even sure if things could be changed. Can things change in the future? I'm honestly not sure. Like, of course, like I think there will be less racist people in this, like next like 10 years, but at the same time, the institutions are already set up. It'll and I'm not even sure if it'll be. It might be like a little bit less of things that are happening right now, but like it's still gonna be there. It's quite an odd concept. The future is.
yeah.
Just wait and see. I mean, also change things. Uh, let's do it.
Wait, stop talking because I think my internet is acting up right now because of the storm. One
There's
second.
a storm.
Yeah, it's a storm coming. It was supposed to start like 3 hours ago, but I think it's like holding all back. That and I think that's why it's what's messing up my connection right now. It's like a little bit of static right now. So see, try again. See what were you saying, Carson?
Um, I was basically saying that, yeah, you're just gonna have to live through it and see, and still like work and like do things while we can to try to make the world a better place. But at the end of the day, it's just like, you know, we gonna see for ourselves. Like as they say, the future is now and shit. And it's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I don't have any much more to say about this topic because we already know what it is. They put Derek Chauvin away. That's a big W. Now let's see if you can get that same keep that same energy with some of the other police forces and other criminals who are at large and free.
What was I saying? Yeah, thank you for listening. If you stayed this
Facts.
long, I really do appreciate the viewers that well, listeners we do have. Definitely check out the other episodes that we have on various topics. Yeah,
Yeah, and
this has been the last part.
make sure you join the Discord link down in the description. We're gonna try and get that popping. See if we
All
can
our
run that. Yeah, if you have any suggestions on what we should do for our next podcast, if you're on YouTube, let us know in the comments. And if you don't want to use the comments, then you can use the Discord and put it in the suggestions channel, and we'll see it. And you could probably, you know, we can record your suggestion.
Most definitely.
Yeah, this has been the last podcast. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah, I think
dun.
we should do some